Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel. I am the Crypto Father. Today is the 29th of March. It's a Friday. And in today's video, I'll be talking about Qubic. I don't know about you, but I have questions. And so I decided to take a deeper look at what Qubic is and what it does and why it does the things it does and how it does them. So basically, I wanted to find out more about AI and how Qubic works with AI. How is Qubic used in order to advance and develop AI? And so I went on Google and I typed in Qubic, and it turns out that Qubic is a pretty generic name and a pretty generic name for a project. It's not first of its kind, and it probably has something to do with the fact that Qubic is a pretty common noun. So the initial search results provide Qubic.org, which is the main website. But if you scroll down, there is more stuff on Qubic. There's Qubic Wallet, which is not actually a wallet for the Qubic project that we're talking about, Qubic.li or Qubic.org. It's a completely different project. It kind of looks like this, and you can log in with your Google account and such. There's also Qubic AU, which is a paradigm shift, quantum technologies driving Australian innovation across manufacturing, energy, agriculture, health, and so on. So that's certainly not it. There's also Qubic Technologies, again, a new era of remote sensing tools, which again is not the same Qubic. Qubic Wiki main homepage. It does not pertain to the Qubic project right now. The Qubic experiment is also a different project. Qubic is a cosmology project to study cosmic inflation by measuring the B modes of the polarization of the cosmic something there. So it's got nothing to do with the Qubic on crypto. Qubic system, motion platforms, and motion cockpits. Buyer conductor, Qubic board game, Qubic system, Qubic games, Qubic RF. So it goes on and on and on. So there are a lot of Qubics, but luckily enough, when you type in Qubic, I guess for me personally, because the Google aggregator, I assume, gets a lot of stuff related to the blockchain and crypto on my end. So Qubic is the first one that pops up. But so Qubic is a pretty generic name. In any case, I think the website has been updated for Qubic, and I wanted to find out what the main idea is for Qubic to be working on AI, right? That's the whole goal. Qubic uses computational power to develop AI and progress it. So I wanted to find out what exactly it does, because I wasn't really sure. And I'm not sure that anybody else is sure outside of the people who have created this project, I wonder. So in any case, when you go to the main website, you can go up to the top here and it says iGarth. That's where you want to go. iGarth, Journey Towards a True AI. So it was written by the Qubic team on April 8, 2022. So a couple of years back, because I was under the impression that this platform or the Qubic system was contributing to already existing AIs in some way in order to develop it. But it turns out that the team have created their own, or they're trying to create their own AI called iGarth. And so basically the computational power that is now being contributed to the system, to the ecosystem, is used to develop a brand new AI for that very purpose. And that's called iGarth. So it's not the contributing of computational power to an existing AI system, it's contributing it's contributing computational power to a AI system that is presently being developed by the Qubic team. And after a quick brief over this, I realized, being an English teacher in South Korea for the past 15 years, it's not very well written, this thing here. There's a lot of things that I would correct grammatically, so that's a bit surprising, to be honest. In any case, the first trillionaire will be an artificial intelligence entrepreneur. The majority of people either agree or disagree with this prediction, and only a small fraction sees the third option. Actually, I think there are claims that trillionaires are already present. They're just not in the limelight. So in any case, majority of people either agree or disagree with this prediction, and only a small fraction sees the third option, the whole mankind being the beneficiary. And what is not less important, the AI belonging to no one, everyone, could not be misused easily. In Qubic, we are developing a platform where AI won't be constrained at all. So this paragraph already grammatically, it's not very well structured. Agarth is an AI running on top of Qubic and is aiming to make the third option come true. The name consists of two words, AI meaning artificial intelligence and Garth meaning yard or garden. So kind of an AI garden. But so that's what it is. They're trying to create a brand new AI using the computational power provided to Qubic right now. How does Agarth work? It is an AI software that gets its information from nearly 100,000 number of rapidly increasing of Qubic miners, which are creating billions of artificial neural networks, ANNs, with their computational power that is supposed to compress and decompress random data. This simple task, which the ANNs are trying to accomplish, is just food for another ANN created and run by Agarth. The latter ANN, or rather its many variations called teacher, modifies the former ANNs so they solve their task of decompression more efficiently. If somebody asked what methods teacher used to modify the pupils, no one would be able to answer, not even the creator of Agarth, because teacher applies simple operations encoded in the own neurons and synapses. Humans don't understand how all that works. We don't see the forest for the trees. Why such strange approach? Because one day teacher will be ordered to teach another ANN to be more efficient in teaching, and that teacher too will do the same on teacher 3 and so on, and eventually we may face something called singularity or true AI. Agarth goes public, but even before reaching our main goal of creating true AI, Qubic will provide its smart contract feature to run this AI, Agarth, and make it public available. Oracle machines, another Qubic feature, will give Agarth ability to observe the outer world and outsource computations, yet another feature to change that world to conduct experiments. These two main instruments, observations and experimentation, let the humankind become what we are now. The same instruments provided by Qubic should give AI all means for improving itself in a similar manner. Every person who wants to give away space computational power for finding solutions of AI-related tasks will be running a special algorithm, which is an integral part of Agarth, seeing in real time how close their solution is to the perfect solution. All this being transparent to everyone, and everyone will be able to start from any point of progress of any other Agarth participant, thus contributing their work to attempting to go in another potentially more promising direction. Agarth is a brand new AI that is being created right now on Qubic with the computational power provided by miners, and in order to do that, so this has been running since 2022, and in order to do that you will need a decent sized computer, and I'll get to that in a second. Current state useful proof of work. I'm not sure how any other proof of work is less useful. It's a funny name to use for proof of work, to be honest, because all proof of work is useful. That's the whole definition of proof of work. Those who are familiar with Bitcoin mining can see a resemblance here with the important difference of Qubic's mining for Agarth being really useful. But being a Qubic miner does not mean you will earn Qubic for mining. But pool operators pay miners for their computational power based on their performance in finding solutions for the AI training and reward system with Qubic. Which means that if you contribute your mining power to the pool, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will get paid. And so in my experience, if you watched my last video, I ran the miner on Qubic and I had my thread set wrong. I had the thread set to 1, and so I was producing only 1 IT per per second, I guess. And so I was instructed to adjust the threads on my miner, and I set it to 16, and so now I'm producing 35 ITs. Average, I guess, was 40 or so. It comes and goes depending on what I do with the computer, but that's as far as it goes with my with my CPU. And so this is still not enough to produce anything, because as of today, 2 days later, after adjusting the settings, I still have 0 solutions. And so I have arrived at the conclusion that my CPU is simply not powerful enough to derive any solutions on the system. So it is bye-bye to that idea. I am back to mining Monero on my CPU. Some important things to keep in mind. The most recent announcement for Qubic network update. This was on the 27th, just 3 days ago or 2 days ago, 29th. Okay, so there is an epoch upgrade going from epoch 101 to 102, expanding QX and smart contracts engine codes, new mining score function and difficulty. This is what's important. Adjustment. A crucial update for our miners. The reason why, apparently they have seen a massive growth in users, in miners. So expansion growing from 100,000 to 500,000 miners in just a few weeks. And as such, the user numbers have also skyrocketed. This surge has presented challenges, notably in transaction times and pool stability. So an increased load of users or miners is proving to be problematic. And so because of that, a crucial update has been implemented. We are increasing the difficulty to mitigate congestion and streamline the mining process. The difficulty increase is there to get rid of smaller computers like mine, for example, and make room for larger computers with better computational power. This adjustment is designed to balance the network load, resulting in fewer but more meaningful solutions, which means fewer crabby little old computers and more solutions because of the better computers. Small miners are advised to collaborate through new pools during this period for optimal outcomes. So if you're running a Ryzen 7 5800X 8-core processor, don't bother. Unless you know how to tweak it in a way that works, I would say don't bother with it, because like I said, I've had it running on the proper settings for 2 days and it produced 0 solutions. So when you go to the Qubic's page, and if you're curious to read up on how to start running a computer in the Qubic network, which is one of the 600, I guess 46 or something like that computers, the main ones that would be running the whole operation, it says that the minimum requirements are a AMD Ryzen 9 7950X3D with a 4.2 gigahertz, which my processor falls short of. So don't bother jumping on board with Qubic with a CPU unless you have a CPU that is at least a Ryzen 9. Good old son of a tech posted an official Qubic HiveOS wrapper. So there's a link to that. He posted running Qubic on Hive using GPUs or CPU, I guess, will generate a little bit more. I think we'll probably generate a lot more results. So my next step will be to try out my rig running it through Hive using GPU computational power. That'll probably be another update, and I'll most likely set this up this weekend because I don't have time right now, but I'll set it up this weekend. Maybe I'll make a video on that as well, and then it'll be a week-long experiment, although it'll be an experiment. I don't know if it's going to be a whole week, but I guess it would take a whole week to get paid out. But I assume that if I run the miner on GPUs and I do find some solutions, the payout will come next week after that. So, but everything is present here. You can set it up for a GPU CPU dual mining. There is a guide for GPU mining only and CPU mining only. So everything's here. You can set it up, and Son of a Tech also has a video guide showing you how to set it up on Hive OS. So thank you, Son of a Tech, for that. What I find interesting is that in the guides on how to get started running a computer, the Qubic network challenges. So I assume that they already have computers running, but in the guide, when you go to run a computer, bare metal, this part of the document is just being drafted and should be ready in the next couple of weeks. In the meantime, check out GitHub if you'd like to try your bare metal setup or ask in the Discord help. So they don't really have anything set up for that just yet for the users. So I guess they're running their own computers that have been set up, and it's that kind of begs the question of centralization, right? Because I'm not sure, like, who are the computers? Who are the main... where's the main armor of the system? Who's running the main nodes, the main computers? Because, I mean, the miners come from anywhere in the world, like guys like such as myself, although granted not because my CPU is just not strong enough. But then Son of a Tech, I guess, is running his rigs, some of them on the system. But I wonder if he's running an actual computer. So unless you are outside of the project and you know how to program it, how to set it up, there are no guidelines on how to set up a bare metal computer right now. I guess you can find all the nodes for that over here on GitHub. This repository contains the source code for a full Qubic node. But so again, that begs the question of centralization. Because where are those 646 or how many ever computers located, and who is in charge of them? But honestly, I don't think there's enough information on the project just yet. And people throwing their computational power willy-nilly at this project, it kind of shows how desperate the crypto ecosystem is. I mean, yes, the project, it's a new project, and it promises something. It gives us an idea that it contributes to the development of AI, and apparently AI is the next best thing right now. But people are willing to throw their computational power and support a project that we really don't know much about. I had no idea what the AI was that I was, willing to contribute to, and it turns out that it's just an AI that is created by this specific project. For what purpose this AI is being created, we don't know. I guess it's the goal, at least as their statement on the website says, it's being created for the better good of humanity. But, in the end, we don't know. And then also the idea of the computers not being available for public development basically makes this a bit more intriguing as well. Because again, the question is, where are most of the computers located? Where are they centralized? Even though it's supposed to be decentralized, right? But in terms of, who owns those 646 computers, it could just be one and the same entity holding all 646 computers under their roof. So in any case, please remember to hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, share the content with a wider audience, of course. And of course, if you're in the mood to support my efforts to bring you content on a daily basis on this channel, then please hop on to the memberships, join the memberships, become a crypto kid and crypto cat. But whether you do choose to join or not, I do hope that you remember to hit that like button, because many people don't. Also subscribe, very, very important. Like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in the next video. I'll see you over the weekend. I'll probably be releasing a video on how to set up the miner through Hive. So I'll be following Son of a Tech instructions and stuff that's posted on GitHub. So make sure to come back over the weekend or whenever the heck I post the next video. See you next one. Peace.